No more Mr. Nice Engine. Murdoch is a big, strong engine that pulls goods trains around the sites of Sodor. But Murdoch was one of the well-behaved engines on the Fat Controller's railway. He was obedient and very polite, and knows his responsibilities around the island of Sodor deeply. One morning, Neville was shunting a goods train for Murdoch to take to the station. Inside one of the goods trains were some chicken curry, rice, fish, and chips in one of the 3 boxcars, and only one truck was carrying the chicken curry. Neville had just shunted Murdoch's goods train when he watched Billy biffing the trucks. "Take that, you trucks!" shouted Billy. "Stop biffing the trucks, Billy!" snapped Neville. "You'll get yourself into trouble. It's the only way to make them behave, Neville," said Billy, and he biffed them again. Then he decided to biff a boxcar from behind. "Be careful, Billy!" shouted Neville. Then he realized the truck full of curry was nearly collapsed. Neville puffed away, feeling annoyed with Billy's behaviour. Billy didn't care, and he puffed away. Just then, Murdoch arrived to collect his goods. He had just come out of the yards in his shed, and then Murdoch buffered gently to his goods train. The shunter had coupled Murdoch to his goods full of food and market food, and he puffed away. Murdoch was still gentle with the boxcar and troublesome truck, but they were too troublesome to be treated gently after Billy had bumped them hard. But Murdoch didn't know that. Let's play tricks on Murdoch instead," said the truck to the boxcars. "We will," they whispered. Just then they went up a hill. Hold back, whispered the curry truck. Murdoch tried his hardest, and with all his might, he reached the top of the hill. Then he went down. "Oh dear," groaned Murdoch. He went on the bumpy bridge and down. Murdoch applied his brakes, and the trucks were exhausted. At last he went through a station, and he made it to the other station where the Fat Controller and some people were waiting. "What's lost?" he said. "Some food for the cafeteria," he said, and then he remembered. "Let's not forget about the curry," he said, but when the station master and the Fat Controller went to check the curry, the truck collapsed. Curry spilt everywhere, all over the Fat Controller's trousers. "My trousers," he moaned. Then he spoke severely to Murdoch. "Murdoch, you have caused confusion and delay. How did this happen?" "I'm sorry, sir," said Murdoch sadly, "but it appears the trucks have been troublesome today." "It won't happen again, sir." "It better not," said the Fat Controller. "You're going to have to pick up some more fruit and vegetables from the docks, and I have to get my trousers cleaned," he said. Murdoch puffed sadly away. Later, he came to the docks to collect some butter, cream, bread, fruit, vegetables, and even more chicken curry. Murdoch buffered up to the trucks, but what Murdoch didn't know that Billy was at the docks. Billy had a silly idea. Instead of giving Murdoch a brake van, he decided to be Murdoch's back engine. Soon Murdoch was coupled to his trucks. Just then Billy arrived. "Hello, Murdoch," he said from behind. Are you all right? Not really, said Murdoch. The troublesome trucks were being silly this morning, and some chicken curry spilt all over his trousers. I told you trucks were troublesome, said Billy. You should give them a biff and a bang and a push to derail them. That isn't the right answer, Billy, snapped Murdoch. You should be polite, kind and gentle, he said. So, goodbye, Billy, said Murdoch, and he puffed away. This made Billy very cross. I'll show Murdoch what troublesome trucks can really do, and he hastily bangs the goods train from behind. Murdoch heard it and then felt it. He thought it was the trucks, but it wasn't. Murdoch went through a tunnel with the goods train, and he hurried along. They went up the hill, but then the trucks were being so troublesome, they locked on their brakes. And so did Billy. The trucks were trying to get Murdoch into trouble, but Murdoch carried on and carried on. Steady now, he groaned, and then he reached the top of the hill. I've done it, he said. But then there was trouble. Billy, from behind the goods train, started jumping the trucks hard. Then this made the trucks even more troublesome. Stop that! Grumbled Murdoch. Now the trucks were being even more troublesome. They started causing a lot of confusion and delay. Murdoch had enough. Right, that's it, he grumbled. No more Mr. Nice Engine. I'm mighty and strong, he said. But Murdoch had said it too early. Murdoch went through a bumpy mountain, and then he realized that someone, or maybe the trucks, were pushing him too fast. Murdoch went racing down the hill, and the trucks pushed him down, leaving Billy behind to chuckle. Now Murdoch was going too fast. He slammed on his brakes and went past by Boko. Murdoch slammed on the brakes, but it was too late. The trucks bashed into Murdoch, and then crates of chicken curry flew everywhere and spilt all over the Fat Controller's clothes. Oh, groaned Murdoch. The Fat Controller was very cross. Murdoch, I have told you to go slower, but you haven't. I'm sorry, sir, said Murdoch. He was even more worse. Just then, an engine's whistle came. There, from behind, was Billy being pulled by Boko and pushed by Neville. They were very cross by the time they found out about the incident. Murdoch, asked Boko, wasn't Billy the one pushing your trucks? Billy! Shouted Murdoch. It was you! You were the one who was biffing and bashing me. And you spilt your curry this morning, Murdoch, said Neville crossly. The Fat Controller scolded Billy severely. I am very disappointed in you, Billy, he said. You must learn the proper way to look after troublesome trucks. And the best engine to learn from is Murdoch. Billy was embarrassed. He didn't say a word, but he knew his lessons had to be taught. And indeed, he was. From now on, Billy was taught how to look after troublesome trucks instead of treating them nasty. Remember, Billy, said Murdoch, if you look after trucks nicely, you will be as grand as I am. Then Billy just blushed with embarrassment and smiled. Nice trucks, he said. Billy did learn from his mistakes, but from that day on, he became a really useful engine that Murdoch has ever taught how to look after troublesome trucks, especially troublesome boxcars.